Most games make an attempt to draw you in. They fight for your time and attention with flashy imagery and gameplay. But some games take a different approach. In fact, the game we were talking about today makes it hard to even play it. Oftentimes you run out of things to do and have to just close it. What game would try to stop you from playing it? Why, none other than the highly successful Clash of Clans. Hello, and welcome to Behind the Bug, a channel run by two game developers making the games industry more transparent. In today's episode, I'd like to show you what led to Clash of Clans' success and how a game that ought to prevent you from even being able to play it was able to climb the charts and become so popular. First, we should try and understand the history of Clash of Clans and its creation. Inspired by games like Backyard Monsters and Travian, as well as taking visual inspiration from Super NES and arcade games, Supercell's developers began working on the game in early 2012. By August, only 6 months later, it was released on iOS, with an Android release coming over a year later. This very quick development time should be quite shocking to most developers. Possibly even more shocking is the fact they claim to have had no major hurdles during development. Clash of Clans, even early after release, enjoyed an immense amount of success. By December of 2012, it was in the top 5 downloaded on the App Store. It has been said to have single-handedly ushered in a new era of mobile gaming. By February of 2014, it was said to have been making Supercell $654,000 in revenue per day. By 2015, it had almost tripled that number. As of 2020, it was still among the top 50 grossing apps, despite being 8 years old. Beyond the numbers, Clash of Clans has received a large amount of praise. Metacritic gave Clash of Clans a score of 74 out of 100. It maintains many high reviews and among critics and general users alike. This shows in its relevance even today. Few games maintain the public conscience quite like Clash of Clans has. So, what made Clash of Clans so popular? Well, I think there's one mechanic that built its success. This is the timer system. Everything in Clash of Clans takes time. From training an army to upgrading buildings to even just clearing obstacles. Everything runs on a timer. These timers continue whether you're playing the game or not. Now, many of you would likely think this mechanic is what slows down Clash of Clans. But there are two reasons that this feature has accelerated Clash of Clans' success. First, it has led to an immense amount of monetization options. Players can skip these timers or pay to get resources using gems. Thus, gems represent faster progression and skipping all of the in-game annoyances. These gems can be slowly gained from achievements and by clearing obstacles, but they're readily available if you just bring out your wallet. Now, this may seem like a major downside, and it is. The biggest complaint with Clash of Clans is the pay-to-win architecture it uses. While it is possible to progress without paying, it is very slow and nearly impossible, all things considered. But there are benefits to such a strong monetization system. In 2015, Supercell was able to afford a Super Bowl commercial. Advertisements drawing in new players create even more growth and perpetuate a growing community. The money also gives Supercell access to more developers and allows them to push more updates and improve the game in many ways. Now, Clash of Clans is able to gain new features from new developers with new perspectives. All things that create a better game. Besides, it would be unreasonable to expect them to never monetize the game in the first place. Now, there is a second major benefit that is mostly unseen. However, it is a significant driver behind Clash of Clans' success. The timer system plays into player psychology in two ways. For one, the timer grows exponentially throughout the game. Early on, the timers are only a few seconds, but before long, you're waiting days or even weeks for upgrades. This pattern has been proven to motivate players better. Initially, you get hooked on the rush you get from finishing upgrades. Then, as the game progresses, it becomes harder to progress and therefore becomes more rewarding when you do progress. The other way it plays into your psychology is by making every interaction with the game short and powerful. Because you have to wait an hour for your army to train, when you do attack, it has more oomph to it. You have to think more about your attack since you can't attack again for another hour. Same goes for upgrades to buildings or troops. Since you have to wait more time, you have to consider more carefully where your resources should go. Your resources aren't finite. You can gain an unlimited amount of gold or elixir from waiting for your collectors or from attacking. But again, those take time. So you weigh them as if you only had a limited amount that you could spend. In the long run, you'll be able to upgrade everything. But each time you go to upgrade, it's a calculated decision. What is more important? What is cheaper? What increases damage the most? All things you have to ask yourself before wasting a week's worth of resources on upgrading that cannon or mortar, even though in the long run, you'll be able to upgrade both. In conclusion, Clash of Clans is one of the best mobile games ever made for a reason. It stands as a great representation of what the mobile platform has to offer. And in today's world, with so many terrible mobile games flooding the market like our own game Implosion, available for Android, link in the description, I think Clash of Clans should be used as a shining beacon of hope for the future of mobile gaming. Somehow, someday, someone will recreate its success and bring along a new era of mobile gaming. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, subscribe to our channel. Like this video so that others can see videos like these. We want everyone to know what is happening behind the scenes of their favorite games. Have a great day.